Hi everyone, thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name is Alyssa. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my 21-day Pilates challenge. We are at day 12 of the 21-day Pilates challenge. We're going to be focused on those inner thighs and lengthening. For today's class, I have on a set of ankle weights. You do not have to use the ankle weights if you do not want to, or if you do not have them, they just give it a little bit of an extra added spice. And then I am also going to be utilizing a set of dumbbells. They are the 3-pound ball weight dumbbells. You guys can use anything throughout the house. If you want to go lower, if you don't even want to use the weights, that's totally fine. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. All right. So to begin, I'm going to go ahead and have those weights in front of that chest. You're going to go ahead and give me a nice wide stance. Feet are going to be pointed on out to the side. You might need to refine your footing once we go ahead and get into it, but that's okay. Those knees are exteriorly rotated here. All right, those weights are going to be in towards that chest to begin. The energy is going to be shooting out from the crown of your head. You're going to go ahead and drop it down into a nice little squat here. Good, and then begin to lift it on up, squeezing up those glutes. Good, we're getting into those inner thighs here today. Good. You're lifting it on up. Your shoulders are going to be rolled out of your neck. The energy is shooting out from the crown of your head. You're not looking down at your feet. You're looking up here. Okay? Go ahead and protect your neck. It's like there's an invisible string pulling from the crown of your head. It's like, you know how like when you used to play The Sims, at least when I used to play The Sims, they had like those little, I think they were green diamonds like above their heads. Like think about that, just holding it on up. Or if you're Cosmo and Wanda from, what is that? I think it's Timmy Turner, The Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, think about like the crown of your head there. Good. Squatting it down and then lifting it on up. Good. Maybe taking a pause down at the bottom, slowing it down, and then lifting it on up. Good. In 4, we're going to go ahead, and as we go ahead and lift it on up, we're going to reach those arms above those heads. In 3, in 2. This next one, as we go ahead and reach it above those heads with those arms are in line with those ears, and then we squat it down, those weights come back to the chest. Good. This is not meant for speed. Excellent, excellent work. Reaching it on up, slowly dropping it on down. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to hold it above those heads. Good. Now, when you go ahead and squat it on down, those arms going to stay above those heads. Good. You're holding it here. Can you go ahead and come up to the balls of those feet? Good. Your heels are lifted. Hold it here. Go ahead and give me tiny little pulses. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7. Feel the burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Hold it here. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and begin to lift it on up and then squatting it on down. Stay on the balls of those feet if you can. Good. Focus on something in the room. Yes, you can for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to go into a nice little hop into this next one. As you go ahead and lift it on up, those heels come together. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and squat it on down. Good. Like such. Bringing those heels to touch, bringing those weights down to those shoulders. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're going to hold it low. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it down low. Good. Tiny little pulses, tiny little pulses. Good. Can you come up to the balls of those feet once more? Good. Heels are raised for 10, 9, 8, 7. Inner thighs are on fire. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, overhead press, letting it on out. Shake it on out. Nothing like that. Get that heart rate going. Good. Go ahead and bring those weights down. You're going to come down to the mat. Okay. You're going to go ahead and place that left foot over top of that right. You can always grab a weight and place it on top of your inner thigh here. if you guys don't have ankle weights or if you want an extra spice, okay? When you're ready, you're gonna come down to that right forearm like I am as such, okay? To begin, I will count you in, and I will go ahead and add on that weight in just a moment here, okay? Right leg is long, you're on your side. Forearm is down, you're not sinking it down, you're lifted up, okay? To begin, we're gonna go ahead and lift up that right leg here, and then begin to lower it back down to the mat. You're gonna lift it on up, slowly lower it down. Oh yes, we are not playing today with those inner thighs. They are warmed up, so this should feel like you're instantly firing it up. Good, drop it down, good. Maybe placing that weight on that inner thigh, lifting it on up, slowly dropping it down. Lift, lower, good. If your neck begins to bother you, look down towards your mat. Just make sure that you're not sinking it down into that shoulder. I want us really, really working those inner thighs here. Good. Lifting it on up, slowly coming back down. Good. Lifting it on up, slowly coming back down. Good. Those right legs are long here, okay? If at any point you want to lose the weight, you go ahead and lose the weight, okay? That hand can come on top of that left hip. You're lifting it up, slowly dropping it down. Good. Lifting it on up, slowly dropping it down. On this next one, as you lift it on up, can you give me a 2-count pulse? And then slowly inhale as you lower. Good. Lifting it on up for a 2-count pulse. Inhale as you lower. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna hold it up here. Hold up that right leg. Little tiny lift up and down, little tiny lift. Oh my goodness. They are on fire. I am sweating. In my pink suit, I tend to sweat right through it. I also did a self-tanner, so it's probably sweating through. Ha ha ha. Yeah, great idea, Alyssa. I love my pink suit though. Good. 8, 7, 6. You're gonna hold it on up. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Holding it on up. Go ahead and begin to move that right leg forward, and then go ahead and begin to move it back. Oh yes. Just sweeping it up forward, just ever so slightly, and then sweeping it back behind you. Oh my goodness. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it up right here. Go ahead and give me tiny little circles in one direction with that bottom leg. Good. Breathe. 8, hold. 7. You know, we're working the inner thighs, but I literally feel like my entire body is shaking. Give me 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and begin to rotate the opposite direction here. Begin to rotate the opposite direction. Good. Give me 8 more, and then we switch it on over to the other side. In 7, in 6, 5. I am dripping sweat already. Give me 4, 3, 2. Can you hold up that right inner thigh? Hold it here. Little tiny lifts up and down. Good. Little tiny lifts. Good for 8. That's it. 7. Burn it out. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and lower it back down. Oh my goodness, that was insane. Go ahead and flip it on over to the left-hand side. Your left forearm is down. Your right foot is going to be in front of that left foot. That left leg is long. Okay, good. From here, you have that left leg over top of that right. Forearm is down. You're not sinking it down to the shoulder. You're nice and lifted. When you're nice and lifted, you feel it more in the inner thigh. Don't cheat yourself from the work that you're doing. Go ahead and grab onto that weight if you so choose. You're going to begin to lift it on up and then slowly lower it back down. Good. You guys already know the drill. Okay, we did it once. We're just doing it again. Good. And lifting it on up, slowly lowering it back down. Good. Now, if you feel comfortable, go ahead and place that weight on the inside of that left inner thigh. Good. It's giving it a nice little bit of an extra added weight there. Good. And lifting it on up, slowly coming back down. If you guys don't want to use the weight, you can simply drop it down. Right hand is on that right hip, lifting it up, lowering it back down. Okay. Otherwise, you have that weight there on your inner thigh, lifting it on up, slowly coming back down. Good. Your neck bothers you, look down towards your mat, just come out of that shoulder. Okay. Beautiful. 8. We're going to go into that 2 count pulse as you lift up that left leg and then slowly dropping it on down in 3, 2. This next one, as you go ahead and lift it on up, go ahead and give me that 2 count pulse. Slowly dropping it on down. Good. 8. You guys got this. Oh my Lanta. Feeling those inner thighs. They are on fire. Still. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're going to hold up that left leg long underneath. And you're going to give me tiny little pulses up and down in 3, in 2. This next one, holding it up here, little tiny pulses up and up and up and up. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to hold it up at the top. Can you begin to brush and sweep that left leg forward behind that right heel, and then go ahead and sweep it on back behind you? Good. So sweeping it back up in front underneath that, all the way up to that right heel, and then sweeping it on back. Good. I want 8 of those. Good. Check in with that shoulder. Are you sinking it down? Come up. Good. I know this is challenging. I know this feels like a crazy burn, but I promise you're not here forever. In 4, you're going to hold it on up. We got those circles. In 3, in 2. This next one, hold it up right here. Go ahead and give me tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. Good. Tiny little circles in one direction. Good. Oh my Lenta. I am shaking. I cannot feel my left inner thigh here. Good. Give me 4. We're going to rotate the opposite direction in 3, in 2. Let's go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Good. I am shaking. You can hear it in my voice. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Little tiny lifts up and down with that left thigh. Good. Lifting it up and up and up. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, lowering it back down. Oh my goodness. That was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. My inner thighs are going to feel it. Maybe giving it those feet together, just pressing those elbows down into those knees here for a second, just giving it a nice hip and inner thigh stretch. Good. For 4, for 3, for 2. This next one, bring those knees together. You're going to go ahead and let's see. You're going to not use those weights, okay? You're going to go ahead and meet me up in a nice high plank. Oh, I know, your favorite. I know. So this is going to be a little bit different from your high plank. So your heels are going to be together with those toes separated in like a nice Pilates V. So when you're ready, go ahead and step it on back, okay? Heels are together, toes are apart, okay? From here, you're going to go ahead and send those hips back down to those heels and then lifting it on up, okay? Dropping it back down, lifting it on up. Good. You're not here for long. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Feeling the length through the crown of your head. Last one, hold it here, hold it here. For 4, for 3, you're gonna pike those hips on up into this next one, pike those hips on up. Begin to walk those feet in towards those hands. Go ahead and grab those weights in either hand. Good. Just giving me a nice forward fold. Begin to slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Excellent work. All right, we're still gonna work those inner thighs here. So you're gonna bring those weights to chest. All right, to begin, you're gonna go ahead and place those feet a little bit more than hip width distance. Feet are placing and in front of you. They're not turned out, they're turned in, all right? So to begin, you're gonna go ahead, it's like an invisible string, pulling those hips back, and then you're gonna lift it back on up. Good. Like an invisible string, you got that nice little squat, okay? Sending it back, lifting it on up. Good. 8. Beautiful job. Give me 7. Excellent, excellent work. Rib cage is pulling in. Roll those shoulders out of the neck. Don't look down towards your feet. Look up. I know those legs are shaking. Give me 4, 3, 2. This next one, when you squat it on down, can you give me a tiny little pulse back and then lifting it back on up? Go ahead and give me a tiny squat down and then lifting it back on up. Good. Looking out in front of you. Good. In 5, we're going to hold it down low, okay? In 4, and 3. Oh my goodness, my legs are shaking. And 2. This next one, hold it down low right here, okay? Can you sink it a little bit lower? Can you bring those feet, twisting them out, and then bringing them back in? So go ahead and rotate them out, rotate them in, out, in, out, in. Good. 8, 7. Can you sink it a little bit lower? Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo, I was moving. Last one, hold it on out with those feet articulated on out to the side. Good. Knees are out to the side. Good. In 5, we're going to overhead press and squat it on down like we did in the beginning. In 3, in 2. This next one, overhead press and then squatting it down. Good. Overhead press, squatting it back down. Good. 8, 7. You're going to hold it down low. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it down low. Hold it down low. Little tiny pulses down and up. Little tiny pulses down and up. Knees are rotating on out. Good. Feeling that inner thigh burn. Good. For 4. For 3, you're going to hold it down. In 2. This next one, hold it down low. Can you come on up to the balls of those feet once more? Heels are lifted. Good. Little tiny pulses down and up. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down low. Here, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7. You're going to walk it to the back of your mat. In 6, losing those weights. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Did you see that shake? Oh! All right, go ahead and drop down those weights. You're going to come to the back of your mat. Mine are rolling, okay? So from here, you're going to begin to walk it on out to a nice high plank once more. Shoulders stacked above those wrists. Let's go ahead and get back into that nice little plank here. So those heels are together, those toes are apart, okay? You're going to go ahead and send those hips down towards those heels. Or rippling it back on up to that nice high plank. Good. Knees go wide to the width of the mat, and then sending it back on up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yes, you can. I believe in you. Give me 4, 3, 2. This next one, holding it on up in this nice high plank. Hold it here. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to go into round 2 with those, sending those hips down to those heels and then rippling it on up. Good. Round 2. Yes, you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it up right here. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, inhale as you baby cobra, untuck those toes. Having a nice big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and take another nice big inhale. And then exhale, forward folding it down. Bringing that cheek onto your mat, resting those hands onto your mat, letting that heart rate come down here. Oh my goodness. Resting that cheek, letting that heart rate come down. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Good. Good. And then when you're ready, slowly come on up to a nice seated position with me. Okay. Wow. That was crazy. All right. You're going to go ahead and give me 2 breaths. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Reaching it above. Exhale as you let it on out. Good. Go ahead and give me a nice big inhale. Exhale as you let it on out. Last and final one for good luck. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Your palms come together up at the top. You exhale as you bring it down to heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me for day 12 of my 21-day Pilates challenge. You guys are doing excellent, excellent work here on your mat. You guys should be so proud of the work that you've been doing, especially within your practice of Pilates. I will say it never gets any easier. It just gets more tolerable, and you guys should be so proud of the work that you're putting in. I am so happy that you're joining me for this challenge, and I cannot wait to see you for tomorrow for day 13 of my 21-day Pilates challenge. Excellent job, you guys. I'll see you next time on the mat. Bye.